Hi YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Dr. Monique's Forum. Thank you for logging on. Today we are going to be discussing the important topic of risk factors of breast cancer. Welcome for those who are new to my channel, and for everyone that is coming back, thank you for the support. Thank you. All right, so breast cancer is a very important topic for us to discuss because it is the number one or leading cause of cancer in women worldwide. So let us get straight into it. So the number one risk factor of developing breast cancer is having a family history of breast cancer, especially a strong family history of breast cancer. And when we say strong family history, I'm specifically talking about having a first degree relative that had breast cancer. So that means having a mother that had breast cancer or having siblings that had breast cancer. So that significantly increases the risk of getting breast cancer. Number two on the list is having genetic mutations. Right. So genetic mutations that includes such as your BRCA1, BRCA2, these are genes, are some of the genes, breast cancer related genes that increases the risk of developing breast cancer. And these are much more prevalent in Black women, Afro-Caribbean women, African American women, African women. The next significant risk factors that I would like to discuss are early age at having your menses, having late menopause, and late childbearing. So if we group all of these three risk factors together, we will recognize one thing, that starting your menses very early, having menopause very late, and starting having children at an older age means that there will be less of a break in having a prolonged hormonal influence on the breast. So these act as risk factors for breast cancer. Having to do also with the issue of hormones would be prolonged use of oral contraceptives and hormonal replacement therapy after menopause. Now, this hormone replacement therapy that I'm mentioning here is very significant. There are many studies that have shown that the use of hormonal replacement therapy actually increases the risk of developing breast cancer. And as such, there have been strong recommendations by many authorities to avoid the use of hormonal replacement therapy. And other risk factors with, I would say, lower level evidence would be alcohol intake and tobacco usage. But these are lower level in terms of for evidence of being risk factors for breast cancer. Let us now take a closer look at these risk factors. If we look at them closely, you're going to see that these risk factors can be looked at as for those that we have control over or that we can prevent, and then there are others that we actually can modify. We can do something about them. So for factors that cannot be prevented include your gender. Being a woman increases the risk of having breast cancer 100 times more than men developing breast cancer. Aging, the genetic risk factors that I mentioned, the family history, personal history, race, and the menstrual cycle. Those are factors that are non-modifiable, right? However, even though you can't modify those, there are things that you still can do about them. So women 40 and older should be doing their mammogram. Right? There are things that can be done about these risk factors. Even though you cannot prevent them, they can be mitigated by doing breast cancer screening, such as doing your mammogram, your breast self-examination. It would be focusing on possible early detection and early intervention. For the risk factors that we have control over, such as our lifestyle risk factors, then we are able to modify. These will include oral contraceptive use, having children later, hormonal replacement therapy, not breastfeeding, alcohol use, obesity, being overweight or being obese, being on high-fat diets, and having low physical activity. I would like to speak more on the matter of breastfeeding. So breastfeeding is beneficial to both mommy and baby, and it decreases the risk of developing breast cancer, right? So especially exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. Maintaining an ideal or healthy body weight also decreases risk of breast cancer. So these are things that we have control over. If you enjoyed this video and you're interested in discussing women's health issues, then this is a channel for you. I'd like you to like, share, and subscribe. And take care until we see each other again. Bye.